Okay. Can we? All right. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. I think. So sorry for the interruption that we had just few moments back. Uh, let's start with this thing. What else do? What was that name? Chat server, right? Let's open this thing. Okay. Do I have to do that again? Thankfully not. Yes. So this is what we did, right? We did that part. We asked the user for its username, flush it, right, to the screen immediately. We waited for the username and just put a check over here that username can't be empty. Let me start a poll. All right. So the poll is running on your screen, guys. Come on, if you are from the previous stream, we can just have a. All right, so this is this, right? So you see, once a user enters this thing, now we need to add that user, right? So I'll say server. So we have a server, right? Dot add user that we already created, and we need a username. So we already have a username and an address, right? Dot await, right? Username, maybe I can just send in this thing, right? So we ask for the username, we check whether the username is empty or not. If it's not empty, we are going to add it. If it's empty, then we are going to simply return everything from there. Alright, now I need to write something on the screen as well. So I'll say to the user as well. So I'll say let mute w is equal to writer not log dot wait. I'll say dot write all. It needs a byte stream, so I'll say welcome to the chat, right? Like that. Maybe I can pass in the username here as well. I'll say username, right, dot await, and we can flush dot await. What is this? What the heck is this? Unexpected argument. Username, what does that mean? Ooh. Oh. Ow. Ow. Of type string. Ow. Can I say maybe this won't be an issue now, is it? maybe I don't have to be that much, no. We'll check these things later, just but first we need to, okay, so I'm opening a terminal window, another window over here, so that I can run this project later on. So we have added the user, right? So once the user is added, it will be added to the hash map. I have welcome, not it's welcome to the chat, right? Now here I need to broadcast to the messages, broadcast to the receiver, like, you know, subscribe to the receiver as well, because a socket, so we have a sender and receiver, right? So once a user sends a message, I want to show it to the other screens as well, and be its receiver as well. So I need to do that as well. So how do we subscribe to sender? I'll say server dot, we have already defined a sender in this, right? Subscribe, await, right? Let's clone few things. So I'll clone server again, because again I will have to pass it, spawn the threads for each of the for each of the message, right? So I'll say let writer clone as well. I'll say writer dot clone, right? So I have all these things ready. These are unused variable. Now what I have to do, I have to use the task spawn, spawn blocking. I already created a spawn, right? Yes. So here I'll just do a sync move. Here what I'll do, I'll say receiver dot receive dot await. So let me just check what does it then. It returns a result of a message and receive error, right? So why I'm doing this, so let's say the user types a message and I need to get that message. So I have subscribed to a sender, right? So that I can receive the messages shared across. Okay, so I'll do right. I'll have receiver await. I can say message, and this will be my message, right? This will be my message with a new line probably. Now I need a writer clone so that I can broadcast, I can write that message onto the screen. So see what is happening. Let me just draw a scale draw for you. Can I show it here? No. Let's see why I'm doing this. Let's say there is so let's say there are these two users, right? Not these two. Let's say there are 4 users, and why I did a subscribe to the sender, because let's say if this passes a message, I need to show it to these as well, right? Correct. So when I subscribe to the message, when I do recv, then I'll have a message received. All right, so I'll have to like subscribe to the sender, it will be a receiver, right? And then if I do receiver.recv, I'll get the message, I'll get the message and an error, right? So for the message I need to show it on its dash on its terminal as well, right? That what all the users are typing and the sending each other, because it's a group chat, right? So whatever they types I have to subscribe to them as well, right? So yeah, so this is the reason I kind of did that. Alright, so this is the message. Now I'll again do that thing that we are already doing. I'll say a writer. Maybe I'll use a writer clone now, because I'm inside a task right now. Wait, right, and here I'll say now here there are two things. So let's say if there is an error while write on, I need to break this thing, right? I need to break this message. I'll need to break this while loop. Alright, so the while loop will run as long as I'll get a message. So it will be running continuously because all the users must be typing to each other. So it will be continuously typing. As soon as someone drops a message, it will be shown to all the users. All the users, right? Just give me a minute, guys. I need to pay my. Yeah, so if I have any issue while writing the message or while flush the message, I want to break the loop. Okay, so if I say, I'll just say if w dot write all, I need this thing, right? I need to pass in a message, right? So either I do this, or I can say message dot as bytes. Do we have a message or msg? I'll have msg, right? Dot await dot is error. If we have an error, I want to break, right? The same goes for flush as well. So if w dot flush dot await dot is error, I want to break, right? Just put a loop, just put a semicolon here as well. Okay, yeah, this thing. So this way I'll put a break as soon as I'm getting a message on write all or in flush. So let me check what's with the stream going on. It is a Rust. What is the difference between programmer and coder? I have some question. Diploma coder. Any coding Pro Max. Building a production level app using Redmi. It's feel better. Hi, what you are writing today? Hello. Hello. Whenever I see a comment, I just check the origin. I look for whether how much like how much old the account is. Then I see the location, and I just, it looks very obvious by seeing the location what kind of comments we'll get. So I mean, changing the country name doesn't okay. Well, I'm a self and everything sort of look like JS for me. Yes. Well, it's good then if it's looking. The syntax kind of look due to the let, I think. So that's okay. Alright, now what are we going to do? So once we have spawned for each this receiver, right? Now let's check and see. So as I already told, if I go over xcali draw, as I told, we have to check for the quit and users and some commands like that, right? So maybe I can add in some command like help as well, to show a list of commands to help user or guide user, right? So I can do that. So now we did that, right? Show message as a user joins or leave, message will be broadcasted to the user, that is okay. Taking input from the users, that is done. Now we need these commands, right? So now we need to listen to what user says. So if I go over here, I have to do that, right? So how can I do that? So I already have lines in the over here, right? I already took the input in the lines. I'm taking the input in the lines. So I need to now check for the lines as well. So I'll say while some we have a line over here. I'll say lines. I'll read the line by line. Next line dot await. Right. So here I can see. I'll say damn. I'll say let line. Let me just put it over here. Is equal to line dot trim, checking for the so if someone just pressed enter, so I'll check is empty. Maybe I'll just continue on the loop, right? If it's not empty, now I'll check for the commands. Alright, so I'll say if line dot, how do I check on the string, how do I like how a string starts with? I'll have a function called starts with, right? So I'll check if the user entered something with slash, that means he's user typing some set of commands. So again I'll do this. Why I'm doing this? Because I need to show right on the user terminal, right? So I'll have to use that to flush the changes onto the screen, right? So now I'll do match statement on the line, right? I'll say if the user pressed quit, I'll have to do something like I'll have to do write all a B for a byte stream, goodbye. I will show this to the user. Goodbye, ho goodbye, right? I'll have to show this to the user. Guys, I need to seriously work on my typing speed. Can you guys suggest me anything? I'll just break the loop now if the user says boy like that. Alright, non-exhaustive patterns is here. Alright, I need to give some exhaustive pattern over here, otherwise it will complain. Maybe I can just left it empty, but I'll say something like w dot write all unknown command, right? I can just help the user by saying type slash help for a guide. That's it. Again I'll have to use dot await, right? So exhaustive thing is done over here. Now I need to add few things. So the quit part is there, and also there was one more command called user, so that a user will know how many users are active right now. And a command I can just show called help to check for the to show the user the guide, right? We'll have something over here. Now here I can say write all if I want to show the users how many users are there. So you remember we already have created a function called user count on the chat server, right? So I'll say let count equals server clone that we created dot user count that we have created, right? And we'll just await it, right? And we'll just say this many users online, right? And we'll show a count over here dot await. What is this now? I can use format and then I can use as bytes, okay? Because correct. And yeah, so this way I'll have users. And for help I need to write a kind of very tedious thing over here. So I'll say commands kind of guide the user. So I'll just say over here quit, right? Leave the server, kind of this thing. And write off another set over here, write all. I'll have users get the count of users online, right? Dot await. I have to do a new line here, right? And what do we have here? No, I think we already have a help command over here. No, I have to write this thing as well, because if user presses something, then only I'll have to show help, right? So I'll say slash help for guide, right? So this is like that. So we already have this thing, but after this thing we are going to like we already have this thing, right? If line start with this thing, now this is the thing. When we want to add some commands, like we want to do something with the commands like quit users or something like, what happens if user only types a message, then it will be taken as a regular chat, right? So here I'll have to take it as a regular chat. So I'll say server clone dot broadcast, that I already created, so that it broadcasts the message to everyone. So here I'll say message dot chat. Here I need a username, right? So I'll say username dot clone, and a message here is line dot to string, maybe, right? It needs a string. And yep, this is done. Once this is done, it will broadcast the message. I need to have a semicolon here. A new implementer of future, because I have to use a wait. I think that is good. Alright, so read the input is done. Match the user quit this is done. And what do I have to do here now? I think if a user want to quit, I'll say this thing break. Alright, yes, one important thing. So you see, the break is only on the quit condition, right? Otherwise the loop will continue. But if a user presses / quit, then it means the user want to quit it. So maybe I can write something over here that says server dot remove user, right? And the address we want to have is already, we are having it right on the top. So, and maybe we can show here println. Now this println would be only for the application window only. Alright, so I'll say client this @ this connected. Maybe I can show the address and username, right? Does that make sense? We have written so far. We have written so far. Does that even make sense? Let's see what chat has to say. Okay, the Odin project is the okay. Hello again. Hello. Don't do all kind of things here, Dharampal. No scripts needed. Thank you. I'm removing this comment. Yep. Odin project. So Dharampal, please don't send any kind of code or script on the comments. This is kind of very childish thing to do. So I have removed that thing. I may remove you as well if you do that again. Alright, that's it. You are going. Prakash Raj, what is your code editor? It's new Vim, Astro and Vim. Is this HTML? Yes, Ronnie. This is the new HTML, and you can call spaceships and something like that with only one line of code from it. Astro and Vim, Astro and Vim, Astro and Vim, Astro and Vim. Lazy or chat? Lazy. Looks kind of rusty. Yes, sir. Guys, my what is this project about? It's a kind of fun project. I'm creating a kind of group chat thing, so multiple user will join. Let me just show you Scalictro. Yeah, so this is what this project is. So this was the earlier project done and dusted. So I made a to-do application as well on some stream. Here it is a chat server. So I have a chat server. I'm using Tokio async server. I'll be creating this, and the multiple clients will be joining it using telnet. Alright, so now let's say multiple user joins a server. Now they are inside this thing, right? So currently there is C5, there will be any other thing, right? So it could be like multiple things over here. Alright, so multiple users will be joining. What the heck is this, man? So this will be kind of a room or a group chat thing, and all these terminal will be joined here. If someone posts a message, it will be displayed to all of the users that are connected on the channel. Alright, so I'm using WebSockets. So few things that I'm doing here, I'll show a message as a new user joins. I'll broadcast the message to all the user whenever someone types something. It takes input from the user for the username, and the set of commands here as well. So this is what we did here. I started the stream quite early today, but in between some mishap happened, and then I have to quit the stream. I didn't quit the stream basically. My UPS just dies out. It hardly stays for a minute. That's what she said. So yeah. So it's basically second stream. If you want to follow up, there is part 1 of this stream. I just delivered it today, so you guys can check that out from the very start. It is so no problem. Should we run this thing? Massage. Maybe once this is done, we can start some other things as well. Maybe, I don't know, we'll create something else. So how do I check this thing? So I'll have a terminal open over here. Let's build this project first, and we'll see how it's going. Alright, it is running. So let me just open some other windows. I'll just drag it for here now so that I can have some oh no, these are raw sockets only, that's my bad. Let me open some terminals so that I can use them as clients so that they can connect. I'll use 4 windows for that. Let me just run this thing first. Cargo run. So it says welcome to the channel, you can join via doing this thing. So I'll be using this command telnet and this. Alright, so I hope you guys can see the terminal window. Maybe I can make it a little bit small. Here is the another window that I'll be using as a terminal, as a user. A third one, let's do this thing. I hope you guys can see it, right? I'll check it on OBS first. I'll make sure you guys see it. Can you see it? Yes, I think. Yes. Yes. Okay, this is quite oh man, where does it go? Okay, this alright, they are quite good right now. Right, maybe we can show it here. Another window over here, another window over here. Alright, so these are the 4 windows. The project is already running here. Now we'll use all of these windows to connect. Let's assume these are the clients that are going to connect to our running server, right? So how do I do that? I'll say telnet 8080. So if I hit enter, so this is my first user that is going to connect to the room. So if I hit enter, it says connected to this, enter your username. Alright, I'll say Vipin, right? It says welcome to the chat, right? Now let's say there is another user. Again I'll use telnet 8080. Alright, it says enter your username. So what username should I enter? I'll say Prakash, right? Welcome to the chat, Prakash. So you see the first window says a new user @Prakash joined, right? So this satisfies our first case where when a user joins, it will be notified to everyone. Because there is only one user connected right now, it will be notified to only one. As soon as I connect the third one, these two will be notified of this user. Alright, so let's say I'll do telnet 8080. What should I name it? Maybe maybe we can say core it, right? So enter the username. So I'll say core tx. Alright, you see now this first window has a new user Prakash, a new user Cortex joined. Here it says a new user Cortex joined, right? And it says welcome to the chat. Now I'll say telnet 8080. Now we need another user. Let's say able bro. Alright, let's hit enter. Welcome to the chat. Now you see first window says these 3 users joined, the second window says these 2 users joined, it says Able Bro joined and welcome to the chat. Now Able Bro just joined the chat, so it will say hey there fellas. Now once hit enter, everyone is seeing Able Bro typed hey there fellas, hey there fellas, hey there fellas, hey there fellas. So you see the while loop that we ran is continuously waiting for all the inputs, and it reads line by line and print it and flush it onto the user's screen, right? The sender is broadcasting the message to everyone, and we have subscribed to that message as a receiver now, and that receiver is printing the message whatever everyone sends, right? So now the Vipin says welcome to the group. Everyone says welcome to the group. So now Prakash says hey welcome. Everyone sees hey welcome. And then what is this guy? Cortex says hey. Everyone sees hey. Now this is quite done, right? So everyone can see a message. It's like a group chat. Now what if the user join? Now let's test few things. Now let's say Prakash here. Prakash says I want to check how many users are online there. So it just uses the command. Maybe he don't know the command, right? So he presses just enter and it doesn't see anything, right? So if he want to check because I am a developer, so I know I can see it by pressing this thing and write an your bogus command right here, right? Because it will be under the exhaustive case, so I know it will send me a help. It will send me a message to press help. Alright, so let's say Prakash doesn't know about this, but he knows that okay, if I press something with / I'll see something. So he just do a slash and some bogus command, and when he hit enters, it says unknown command, type help for a guide. Now he knows okay, I need to type help for a guide. So as soon as he type help, he will see all these commands: quit, users, help. Now he knows if I need to quit, I'll do quit. If I need to check the users, I'll do users. So let's say Prakash want to know how many users are online, so he'll do / users. So he sees four users online, including him. 4 users online. So there could be a lot of refinement over here. We can add multiple commands over here. So he sees 4 users online. All right, now let's say he just checked 4 users online. All right, now let's say Vipin want to quit this chat, let's say. All right, so what he does, he says / quit. So once he does a quit, everyone gets to know user left the chat, user Vipin left the chat, user Vipin left the chat, user Vipin left the chat. Let me close this window now. Alright, user Vipin left. Now Prakash again do users. So he can see now 3 users online. So you see how hash map is updating and how the count is updating, right? So yeah, and slowly everyone left. So Prakash says, what the fuck is going on? I want to quit this thing. So he says, I'll quit this thing. And everyone knows that okay, Prakash left the chat, and Cortex says I'm also going to quit. I don't want to be in this. So alright, so now Able Bro is here. Alright, he's like 3 users quit the stream. Now you want to say I want to try out how many users are there. It says only 1 user online, that is me, of course. He says okay, my work is done, I'm going to quit. And here this server, it says Vipin disconnected, Prakash disconnected, Cortex and Able Bro, they all disconnected, right? So he says okay, I'll also be pressing Ctrl C. Alright, so yeah, this is it. So I think this is done. Maybe I'll be posting it in Git and you guys can take it from there. Let me just this is my Git if you want to follow up. Username. Alright, so this part is done. It needs some refinement. Maybe it would be a take home assignment. 2. maybe add some commands, or maybe if I want to check the username of a user, I mean something like that. So you can add this set of commands over here, and maybe add some methods on the chat server that we created. So I hope you guys like kind of understand what we did here, right? Yep. So that is it. That is it. We'll be doing some other project after some time. Maybe how about kind of a weather forecast kind of thing, where you will enter a city name and I'll be using an API to fetch the weather, and on the console you can see like that what's the weather of a specific city. So you can do that. Or maybe I hope if you are from the previous stream, or if you have been following me from the past few streams, I have created to-do list, but that's completely in memory, right? So maybe we want to use a JSON DB as for that, if you want to see how we can make it persistent, right? I started that stream by making some persistent to-do list, but I ended up giving it as a take-home assignment kind of thing. So yeah, please build something interesting. All right. Under my kind of videos, there is only one thing that is pretty not, I mean it's decently like interesting, is the like the Redis clone, simple Redis clone that I built. Yeah, it's on the channel, you can check those out. Like it has 3 videos I think. So basic kind of commands that I implemented, like set, get, delete, a time to live parameter, implementing of a B tree thing, to shuffle the tree automatically, ranks them in order. The B tree is used to do that. So I did that part. Maybe we can do something else. We have to think about it. How about you guys suggest me something? Maybe we can try that out. What do you say? What do you say, guys? What do you say? Sorry. I guess. What are you building? I already built. It's a kind of group chat in Rust. I already built and ran this thing. So yeah, the poll is going currently on your screen, guys. We have 60 votes right now, and if you guys can hit this thing, hit this stream a like, I would be happy. Then I'll be singing happy. Maybe we can start message queues from scratch in Rust. Alrighty, we can, I mean I have to look into that first. I mean, yeah, we will start it from scratch if you want message queues. Let's see. Live streaming is the other window that I can see the chat. Excalibur. Message queues. Message queue is a software component used to asynchronous decoupled communication between applications, services, or threads. It acts as a buffer, storing messages from a producer application until a consumer application is ready to process and remove them. This ensures that the sender and receiver don't need to available simultaneously, enabling greater scalability, resilience, fault tolerance. Producer send message. Okay, can I receive the message? Okay, when the message to remove the queue. Okay, decoupling. Redis pops up. Yeah, that is quite. I mean, we have quite. If we are working with Rust, we can like kind of rewrite everything. There is no limit on the uh, project ideas. So whatever you see, just replicate it. So I kind of did that. I mean, I started like doing that. So I tried to replicate Redis, but I ended up with only few things doing that. Then I tried replicating Git one day. So I started with basic things. Then I get the idea of how file is like kind of, how Git keep tracks of files. Then I using that idea I switched completely to a kind of a watcher, a directory watcher. And when I built directory watcher, I added network monitoring in that to check for like synflood attacks and DDoS attacks, and also a process. I added a process monitoring here as well. So it's in my GitHub. You can check that out. So yeah, maybe we can start this thing. Like we will just go through it and we'll do that. Alright guys, so that is it for now. I think I'll have to leave for now in just 8 minutes somewhere. So I'll see you next time. Hopefully, if you guys want to see what I'm going to do next, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you can have proper updates about that. I'll be posting some things on the YouTube post as well. My LinkedIn is, if you go to the channel description, you may find somewhere. Otherwise you just search Vipin Joshi. All right, I'll see you next time guys. Bye bye, see you next time. Thank you very much for coming on chat. I really appreciate you guys. Bye bye.